Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm John, I'm not so odd. In today's video, I'm going to be summoning a little more on Fire Emblem and merging up some units because I pulled some copies of units I had already, so it's just going to be a lot of housekeeping in-game. So, without any ado, let's get into it. Ally growth, merge allies. We're going to be merging those copies of Lyn I got earlier, so not obtained. Let's go by type. There she is, Lyn. Lady of the Beach. And we're gonna have she's plus attack, perfect. Come on. More speed is always good. Ally growth. Unlock potential. So we have a bunch of copies of Mustafa, and I said I was gonna level those up. So great. Hold this down. I'm trying to get a good angle to hold this at. I'm like, really, I should have it up on my table like that. Actually, let's do that. I'm gonna lean it up here, and now I'm just gonna poke forward, I guess. So I can be heard on my mic. Confirm. Great. Love his art so much. Ally growth. Merge allies. So I didn't know whether I should invest in my plus attack or plus res Mustafa, but I feel like I'm gonna go invest in my plus res Mustafa just because I feel like he can be a better mixed tank that way. For sponging hits. And I really wish he had the boon, really wish he had the super boon on resistance instead of attack, because that would have made him even more of a good tank. I might just save this copy, the plus attack copy, because I might want to swap it up and go into that one at some point. Those 3 extra points can make a huge difference. Yeah, let me change you're gonna change you to a red heart, because we're keeping you for now. That'll stay blue. And now let's level up. He's in here somewhere. Oh, probably. There he is, right above Hinata. So my only qualm about investing in a plus res version is that this is not gonna... this unit's not gonna do well against things like Curia and Lysithia. Oh, there's my dog shouting. So yeah, with really power crept units like Curia and Lysithia running around, we kind of have a lot to any green unit period, just like any green unit at all, no matter how great your res is, just has a lot to worry about. Because Curia has this her tome, I guess, or her rod, I guess it's called Mirage Rod. It subtracts it gives -6 attack and -6 res to whoever she's fighting. It's an in-combat debuff, so it's really hard to avoid. So with this, it's kind of like, yeah, I have the barrier axe to mitigate 7 of that, so it's kind of like I still come out 1 res ahead, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it would have been nice to have a res super boon, because then instead of 1 res ahead, I would be 4 res, oh, well, actually, 2 res ahead, which is still not a huge deal, and Kyria can still probably 1 round Mustafa, but even still, it's kind of like, we're living in a we're living in a meta of just like of really power crept red units. So red mages are doing really well with like Scythia, Kyria, and who else is that third one? Oh yeah, Darsha's like tier 1 right now because she's so good with her in combat debuffs. But her in combat debuffs are attack and speed, and if I have a plus res Mustafa, he shouldn't be using any of those, so he should be good to fight against her. Even still, like, the color advantage is something to be wary of. Let's go. Ally growth. Weapon refinery. I guess we should refine for, if we're going in on res, let's just go in on res altogether, right? I mean, we can go to 41 defense, or we can go to 36 res and then have a pretty big res stat. I'm down for either, really. We can do both later, but for now, let's just get a really big res on here. Let's, oh, Divine Do. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Inherit skill. Let's get our Mustafa a reposition skill. Or maybe swap, or maybe both. I don't know. Probably get them both at some point or another. Barst. Great. Good to have those Barst on standby. I hope when he gets a refine next year, it's a really good refine. Like I'm sure a bunch of axe refines for the 172 base stat total units are gonna come out. Like so, probably gonna be Echidna, then Rost, and Mustafa last because Mustafa was the one who came out after them. But yeah, ally growth, inherit skills. I hope it's like a brave effect, and he still gets on his player phase and on the enemy phase he gets like +5 defense and res because red is so power crept right now. Red is doing so well in terms of like infantry sword units that are crazy fast and have things like close call to mitigate damage, and repel is also in that category because of Fallen Ike. And then you have things like flashing blade, so they proc their specials crazy fast as well, especially when they're against slower enemies. So that's, yeah, right now it's really hard to have green units, which is why Anna's looking really good. So it's kind of like I decided I was gonna summon on that Anna, so let's go. And then worst case scenario, I'll use Anna for a little bit, and then it's like worst case scenario, if I don't like her or don't like using her, I'm pretty much just gonna fodder her, because I didn't mention last time in my last video that she has a joint drive speed, which is really good. And I told myself the same thing with when I pulled for Lilith. I said after 40 summons, I said, hey, I'm gonna fodder her for joint drive attack, and then I never did because I just loved her so much. Lilith and Anna together are two of the fastest blue units that you can get in this game that are in the regular summoning pool. Because if you look at a list of, actually let's go do that right now. Let's go look at a list of, plus look at all the nerdy crap I do on my iPad browser. So if we go into Game Press and we click on Heroes, and we look, let's organize by speed. So the fastest, the very top, you have 2 infantry swords. We're not going to count Young's Shida or Seda because she is exclusive to certain banners. We're not going to count Winter Sothis, Winter Nino, Winter Marth, Young Merrick. Lilith is up there, like I mentioned, so that's really good. We're not going to count Harmonized Mia, Bridal, Nyla, Spring Fur. So if you get rid of all these holiday units, all these like specialty exclusive units, what you're really looking at is a bunch of infantry swords, Lilith, Layla, another infantry sword, yet 2 more infantry. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 more infantry swords, and Apotheosis Anna. But Apotheosis Anna is on par with Mia, Carla, Byleth, and Sayri, so that's really good for her. And then there we have Tsubasa towards the top. But you see what I'm saying? Like these are all like units that are on regular banners. These are all things that are in the regular summoning pool for red, and they're all just at the top of the speed charts, which is really bonkers. I might have to invest in a rear guard to I guess I'll summon on blue on this one because leg yarn is really, oh, it's 3-star. It's Shayna. Does she have Iceberg at 3-star? I wonder. She has Iceberg at 4-star, and she has Desperation at 3-star. Yeah, I'm probably throwing that away. I have a few copies of her. She's really good for foddering for those 2 skills. Oh, I got Alphonse. Okay. I'm still not sure what to do with this guy. I really was thinking just to fodder him because he has 2 great pieces of fodder. He has Close Counter, Special Spiral. Actually, he has 3 great pieces of fodder. Close Counter, Special Spiral, and Defense Rezoth. I have 2 pieces of fodder for Special Spiral right now. I have... Oh, Opens the Future. Haha, funny. Yeah, I've got 2 units like that for Special Spiral. I believe I have... What's that wolf guy's name? Keaton. I have Keaton, and I have a copy of Lewin that I can fodder for Special Spiral. So I'm not too worried about foddering him for that. So I'll probably fodder him for Defense Rezoth, which I honestly might fodder to Mustafa, or I can just put it on a unit that can actually benefit from Defense Rezoth and Close Counters. That's all I have for today, everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like what you saw today, please comment. Or if you have any opinions on like on red units or the state of the meta in this game, please comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I know it's a bad choice to invest in Mustafa. I just really like the artwork and I really like the unit. So I'm really hoping that it works out well. And I hope that this meta changes soon to a more slow, tanky meta. So I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching again. I'm John and I'm not so odd. Bye.